Each new day is a sacred invitation, an open doorway through which you are lovingly called to return to yourself. No matter your age, no matter your past, no matter what you feel you've lost, the universe is always ready to restore you. Right now, as you breathe, something within you is whispering, "There is more for me." And that whisper is true. You are not too late. You have not missed your chance. Your healing is not behind you, it is here, unfolding gently and powerfully in this moment. So many of us carry quiet burdens, regret for time we feel we've wasted, shame for choices we wish we could undo, grief for paths not taken, relationships that faltered, years spent in survival instead of joy. But the beautiful truth is this: the universe restores every year you once thought was lost. No experience is wasted. No wound is without wisdom. No delay is permanent when you step into alignment with healing and love. You are not being punished. You are being shaped. And even in your most painful moments, life has been conspiring to bring you home to yourself. Healing begins not with effort, but with belief, not with striving, but with surrender. When you begin to affirm that restoration is possible, your body softens, your heart opens, your mind clears. You begin to release the belief that it's too late, and you begin to embrace the deeper truth. It is never too late to begin anew. Yes, there were moments when you were hurting. Yes, there were seasons of confusion, stagnation, or fear. But the past does not define you. What defines you now is your willingness to heal. Let me say this clearly. Nothing in you is broken. You are not damaged. You are not beyond repair. You are whole and complete, right here, right now. Say it gently with me. Nothing in me is broken. I am whole and complete. This is the foundation of restoration, accepting that who you are right now is worthy of love, healing, and abundance. Even if others didn't see your light, even if you were overlooked, rejected, abandoned, or criticized, even if you have doubted your own worth, still, the universe has never stopped holding space for your return. You have not been forgotten. You have not been left behind. You are, in fact, deeply loved. You are part of the sacred rhythm of life, and life is always moving toward healing, wholeness, and peace. You are being invited into that flow right now. So let this be your moment of return. Return to faith. Return to self-love. Return to the truth that everything you thought you lost can be restored, reimagined, and renewed. Stay with me until the end. We'll affirm one golden phrase together that will anchor your trust in healing and restoration. Let's begin this journey together with hope in our hearts, truth in our breath, and trust in our next step. You are ready, and the universe is ready to meet you. Take a deep, loving breath, and now, let's step gently into the past, not to relive it, but to redeem it. Each one of us carries moments we wish had gone differently. We may replay conversations in our minds, wonder about the what-ifs, or ache with the heaviness of lost time. But in the light of truth, we begin to see that even our most painful memories are not wasted. They are teachers. Yes, there were chapters that hurt. There were decisions made from fear, from confusion, or from survival. But those chapters shaped you. They carved wisdom into your soul. They led you here, to this very moment where healing begins. Say this softly: I honor my past as my teacher, not to excuse what hurt you, not to bypass the grief, but to open the door to something far more powerful: understanding. You see, regret is not here to punish you. Regret is simply the voice of your soul longing to grow. It arises not because you're broken, but because you're becoming. And when you meet regret with compassion instead of judgment, something miraculous happens. It transforms. Regret becomes revelation. Shame becomes self-awareness. Pain becomes a portal to deeper love. Take another breath. You are not your past choices. You are not the mistakes you made when you didn't yet know how to choose differently. You were doing the best you could with the awareness you had. And now you have more insight, more maturity, more love for yourself. You've grown, and that growth is sacred. Let's say it again. I honor my past as my teacher. I release regret and welcome wisdom. Feel that shift in your body. Feel how your cells respond to this gentler truth. The tension begins to loosen. The weight begins to lift. What if you didn't have to carry the burden of regret anymore? What if you could place it down, right here, like a stone beside the path? You don't need it to protect you. You don't need it to remind you. You already carry the wisdom you gained. When you reframe the past through love, you take back your power. You stop defining yourself by who you were and start living from who you've become. And who you've become is beautiful, resilient, wise, and ready. Say it again. I release regret and welcome wisdom. And now look at your journey not as a series of missteps, but as a sacred unfolding. Every lesson led you to more clarity. Every detour brought you back to your truth. Every heartbreak taught you how deeply you can love. And here you are, standing in the present, more whole than you've ever been. You can honor your past without being bound by it. You can hold it gently, thank it for its service, and release what no longer belongs. This is not denial, this is healing. Let this be your truth today. I honor my past as my teacher. I release regret and welcome wisdom. You are not starting over. You are starting from experience. And that is a powerful place to begin. There is a quiet, eternal truth that lives within you, a truth that has waited patiently beneath all your fear, doubt, and pain. It is this: you are not broken. You have never been broken. No matter what life has taken you through, Your core essence remains whole, untouched, and powerful. You may have forgotten your strength at times. You may have questioned your value, but strength has never left you. It was simply waiting for you to turn inward and remember. Let's begin there. Place your hand on your heart and speak this with gentle power. I am whole. I am strong. I am ready. Take another breath and let that sink into your bones. These are not just hopeful words, they are truths. You were born with resilience. You were born with courage, and everything you need to heal your heart and reclaim your joy already lives inside of you. Healing is not about fixing what is wrong. Healing is about returning to what is right, what has always been right, your inherent worth. The world may have tried to convince you otherwise. Perhaps you've been told you're too sensitive, too emotional, too much, or not enough. But today, you choose to believe a deeper truth. The power to heal has always lived in me. Say it aloud. Breathe it in. Let it echo through your chest, your spine, your soul. You don't need permission to stand in your power. You don't need to wait for someone else to give you your value. You don't need to prove your worth by being busy, successful, or perfect. You are worthy simply because you exist. You are whole not in some distant future, but right now. You are strong not because you never fell, but because you rose again and again. Strength is not loud. It doesn't need to shout. True strength is soft. True strength is steady. True strength is knowing I can trust myself. I can love myself. I can begin again. Let this truth rise in you now. I am whole. I am strong. I am ready. This is the moment you reclaim your power, not by force, not by struggle, but by choosing to believe in yourself again. Your power was never lost, only buried beneath layers of pain, fear, and old beliefs that no longer serve you. And as you gently peel those layers back with compassion, you discover that your light was always burning beneath the surface. There is nothing outside of you that you need to become who you already are. Your breath is a miracle. Your heartbeat is a drum of sacred life. Your presence is a gift, and the more you affirm your strength, the more it reveals itself in your life, in how you speak to yourself, in how you hold your boundaries, in how you show up with compassion even when it's hard. This is your inner power in motion. This is your truth rising. Let's affirm it again together. I am whole. I am strong. I am ready. The power to heal has always lived in me. You are not waiting to be empowered. You are empowered. You are not trying to become enough. You are enough. You are not lost. You are home in yourself. And from this place of inner truth, the rest of your healing unfolds with grace and ease. There comes a time on the healing path when you meet the most powerful teacher of all, forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about forgetting what happened. It's not about pretending the pain wasn't real. It's about freeing yourself from the invisible chains that bind you to that pain so you can finally breathe again. When we hold on to anger, shame, or resentment, we carry the past in our bodies. We replay the stories. We nurse the wounds, and without realizing it, we keep ourselves stuck in cycles of suffering long after the moment has passed. But when you choose forgiveness, you make the boldest declaration of all. I deserve to be free. End quote. Say that softly with me now. I forgive myself and I am free. Forgiving yourself is not weakness. It's wisdom. It's strength. It's grace in action. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are shaped by your healing. Maybe there are choices you regret. Maybe you spoke words you now wish you could take back. Maybe you didn't know how to love yourself yet, and your past reflects that. But holding guilt doesn't help you grow. It only keeps you from the peace you long for. So today, let's begin with this. I forgive myself and I am free. Breathe that in. Let it move through the places where guilt has lived too long. Let it soften your jaw, your chest, your heart. And now, the second part of this sacred healing step, forgiving others. This does not mean condoning what was done. It does not mean returning to people who harmed you or bypassing your boundaries. Forgiveness does not excuse, it frees. It allows you to release the emotional residue and say, I no longer carry this pain. I choose peace over punishment. I choose my freedom over my fury. You forgive not because they earned it, but because you deserve peace. Say it with me. I forgive others and release the past. There may be people who never apologized. There may be stories that still feel raw. You don't need to rush, but you can begin the process of release. Forgiveness is not a one-time event. It is a practice, a choice you make day by day, sometimes moment by moment, a quiet loosening of the grip. And in that loosening, healing rushes in. Forgiveness is one of the deepest acts of self-love. It clears the space where bitterness once lived and invites joy, grace, and softness to return. Today, you become your own liberator. You choose not to relive the pain, but to rewrite the story with compassion. You are the only one who can set yourself free, and the key has always been in your hands. Say it again. I forgive myself, and I am free. I forgive others and release the past. Now pause with me for a moment of reflection. Midway reflection, think of one old memory you're ready to forgive today. Write it down or whisper it gently to your heart. Then speak this powerful phrase. I set myself free. Let it be a declaration. Let it be a release. Let it be the beginning of peace. Because you were never meant to carry this forever. You were meant to grow, to rise, to heal. Forgiveness is how the heart returns to its natural rhythm. And today, your heart is beating in harmony with truth. You are forgiving. You are freeing. You are beginning again. And all is well. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, Release the weight of trying to figure everything out. Let go of the pressure to have all the answers. Let go of the tension that comes from needing to be in charge of every outcome. Right now, in this sacred moment, I invite you to do something powerful. Surrender, not in defeat, but in deep trust. There is a beautiful truth that will soften your entire being if you let it in. You are not alone, and you never have been. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, is always supporting you, even when things appear uncertain, even when the path ahead is foggy, even when progress feels slow. You see, control often arises from fear. We hold tightly to plans, timelines, people, and outcomes because we're afraid of what might happen if we don't. But the truth is, control doesn't bring peace. Control creates resistance. It tenses the body. It clutters the mind. It blocks the very flow we so deeply desire. Surrender, on the other hand, opens the gates. Surrender creates flow. It aligns us with the rhythm of life, a rhythm that's always been there, quietly guiding us toward the right people, the right places, the right timing. Say this gently with me now. I trust the unfolding of my life. Feel those words enter your heart like warm sunlight through a window. You don't need to force. You don't need to chase. You simply need to trust. Because when you trust, you make room for miracles. You open space for solutions that are far better than anything your mind could have planned. You relax into the knowing that what is meant for you cannot miss you. Yes, there may be delays. Yes, there may be detours. But even those serve a purpose. Sometimes the universe reroutes you to protect you. Sometimes what looks like a pause is actually preparation. Sometimes the no you feared was really life, clearing the way for something far better. There is divine intelligence at work behind the scenes of your life, even now, especially now, and you don't have to understand it fully to trust it deeply. Say this with your whole heart. The universe supports me in every step. Every step you take, even the uncertain ones, are part of your greater unfolding. You are always being guided. You are always being led. Let go of needing all the pieces right now. Let go of needing to see the entire map. You only need the next step, and that next step will be shown at the perfect time. The more you let go, the more you will notice. The phone call that arrives exactly when you needed reassurance. The new idea that enters during a moment of silence. The gentle pull toward a direction you hadn't considered before. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations that you are being held in divine timing. Breathe in that trust. Breathe out the need to control. Again, I trust the unfolding of my life. The universe supports me in every step. The pressure is melting away. The tension is dissolving. You are no longer trying to force your way forward. You are being carried. Let yourself be carried. because surrender doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing your part and then letting go of the outcome. It means co-creating with life instead of trying to control life. And in that space, peace grows, clarity comes, healing flows. So today, give yourself the gift of trusting the process. You don't have to know how everything will unfold. You only need to remember this. Life loves you, and life knows exactly what it's doing. Take a deep, nourishing breath. Now, place your hand over your heart and say this softly. I am ready for new beginnings, and so you are. Because no matter your age, no matter your history, no matter how many times you've started over, you are not too late. That belief, the quiet fear that you've missed your window, that your best days are behind you is not your truth. It is only an echo of old conditioning. And today, you are free to release it. Your past does not limit your future. In fact, it has prepared you for it. Everything you've lived through, everything you've felt, lost, learned, and endured has carved out new space within you. Space for compassion, space for wisdom, space for joy. You are more equipped now than you have ever been. You have more clarity, more depth, more strength, and the future is not waiting for someone younger or more prepared. The future is waiting for you. You are not starting from scratch. You are starting from experience, right here, in this present moment. You are standing in your point of power. This is where transformation begins. This is where you decide what comes next. This is where you release the old story and write a new one with love. A story that does not revolve around regret, but around renewal. A story not about surviving, but about thriving. Say this now. My future is bright, and I am worthy of it. Let those words settle into your spirit. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of ease. You are worthy of good friendships, soft mornings, radiant health, abundance in all forms, and deep, nourishing joy. And all of it is still possible. Even if you felt discouraged, even if others have doubted you, even if the world tries to say it's too late, it is never too late to dream a new dream, to walk a new path, to step forward with courage, even if your voice shakes, because you're not starting from nothing, you're starting from wisdom. You are starting from all the healing you've done. You are starting from a heart that has been cracked open and filled with light. And that light will guide you toward the next beautiful chapter. So today, dare to hope, dare to envision something different, dare to believe that the universe is still dreaming with you. No dream is too small. No desire is too silly. No shift is too late. You can begin again, and again, and again. Each morning is a blank canvas, waiting for the first loving stroke of your intention. Each breath you take affirms, I am still here. I am still becoming. I am still expanding into all that I am meant to be. Let's say it once more together. I am ready for new beginnings. My future is bright, and I am worthy of it. You are standing at the doorway of what is next. Step through it. Let go of fear. Let go of limitation. Let go of who you thought you had to be, and walk forward as your truest self. Because the universe is not finished blessing you. Your story is not over. In fact, the most beautiful chapters may still be ahead. You are ready. You are worthy, and your future is waiting with open arms. Take one more breath. Let it be soft, intentional, sacred. You've traveled through memories, emotions, and truths today, not to get lost in the past, but to return home to yourself, to remember that your healing is not somewhere far away, it is here, unfolding gently in this very moment. You are not defined by what hurt you. You are not defined by your missteps or the years you feel you've lost. You are defined by love, by your capacity to heal, by the truth of your being that has always remained untouched, unbroken, and worthy. Let that truth rise up now, like the sun lifting above the horizon of your life. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of new beginnings. You are worthy of restoration, not because you've earned it, but because it is your divine inheritance. Say it with me now. I am worthy of restoration. Healing doesn't demand perfection. It invites progress. It honors your willingness to show up again and again, with compassion in your heart and breath in your body. There is no shame in how long it has taken. There is no shame in the path you've walked, because every step, every stumble, every silence brought you here. You have done sacred work today. You have honored your past without letting it define your future. You have released the weight of control. You have forgiven what once held power over you. And you have dared to imagine a life where you are whole, free, and deeply supported. That life is no longer a dream, it is becoming your reality. Say it again. I am free from my past, and know that the universe, kind, wise, and infinitely loving, is working behind the scenes in your favor. It is not finished with you. It is not withholding anything from you. It is preparing blessings in divine timing, restoring everything you once thought was gone, the time you lost, the love you longed for, the parts of yourself you abandoned just to survive. All of it is being returned to you, not in the same form, but in new, miraculous ways. Ways you didn't expect, ways you may not yet see. But it is happening. The restoration has already begun. Say it softly, like a prayer. The universe restores all my wasted years. Now close your eyes and visualize this. You are walking forward, surrounded by golden light. The path beneath your feet is steady and soft. Your shoulders are no longer weighed down by what was. You walk with lessons in your heart, but no chains on your soul. You are light. You are love. You are ready. This is your rebirth. This is the day you say, I choose freedom. I choose joy. I choose me. And from this moment forward, life meets you with open arms. Because when you heal, you don't just transform your past, you transform your future. You become a living example of what's possible. You become a source of light for others who are still finding their way. If this meditation touched you, share it with someone carrying regret. Let your healing inspire their hope. Let your voice be the reminder they've been waiting for. The universe restores me to anchor your healing and remind others of their power, because together, when we affirm truth, we become the light that lifts the world. And today, dear one, your light is shining brightly.